Right, so Hit and Run. I don't know, it felt like it was. This movie is literally deficient of a hit and run. It is torture. I absolutely hate this movie. It has all these really, really annoying characters that were at no point interesting, terrible acting, including from Bradley Cooper and everybody, apart from the guy who turns up at one point from Anchorman. He wasn't bad. And actually, Jason Bateman comes on at the end, but eh, not really. I like Jason Bateman, but I don't think he's very good. And it just seemed like he was just kind of had his lines underneath somewhere, and he was just like going like that, and just read them off somewhere, and it just didn't work. And the thing is, people in this movie are ugly looking. Bradley Cooper is ugly looking and just looks wrong. Just not the guy for dreadlocks. I'm sorry, it's not gonna work. You know, I don't really like dreadlocks, if I'm honest. Anyway, but he just looks awful, and the guy who's in love with me looks awful, and just this whole movie is just so boring and unbelievably stupid. It is basically like a big commercial for cars, and it has no substance in any way, shape, or form. It is just like, oh yeah, there's this romantic music going on. Let's do a donut, which we all know is obviously a spin around with the car, and they just like have it go on, and then oh, it's not enough. Let's have the other guy do it, who's a complete dick, and just oh, God's sake. It's in love with itself. It's like, oh look, let's promote cars. Oh, let's spin around forever. No, just stop it, please. Oh, it is so badly written. Like the dialogue just doesn't make any sense on A level, and it contradicts itself several times, and it just basically feels like I don't know. It's just like it's a weird combination. It's badly written. It's commercial for cars. It's some way tries to be a video game because of the characters in it, and some of the music they sort of played as like a bit of soundtrack. There's a song from Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and obviously at that point you actually sort of wonder: is this actually a practical joke now? That like, is this a video game? It's the way that like all these stupid things happen. This is like a video game. It just, oh god, it's like that thing where like it's actually gonna get worse, and yes, it does. And actually, I would even go further to say it's actually worse than Death Proof, which was a failure, as we all know. It was a failure because Tarantino, the great filmmaker, and it was just about cars and no substance, and it's boring. This film is pretty much the same, except for it's more painful to sit through that these characters are so incredibly annoying. And what I don't understand, and it's quite scary, how even Bradley Cooper would not want to be in this movie. I mean, it is a bad movie. Though, runs about it, this is a bad movie. And it's just kind of scary, even like Jason Bateman as well wants to be at the end and act badly for some reason, and but just turn up at the end and make some money. And what is that trying to say? And especially, this is a commercial for cars. And even somebody on IMDb said that. And actually, from watching the whole movie, yes, it is a commercial for cars. It is just awful. There's a bit where you think, oh, for God's sake, this is just stupid now. It's like there's this bit where they're all driving around in this circle bit, and then there's one, like two other one big pair of cars. They're all driving around, and there's one pair of them, and they go the other way. They're coming to where obviously the like main characters are, right? And you would think, oh, they're gonna crash into each other, but no, they just sort of swerve out the way, and then like, hmm, it just carries on. They're just driving around and driving around forever. It's a bit like the film Cars, the animated film. It's a bit like if that movie was so incredibly boring and dull, which is not because it's actually a good movie. I never watched the sequel, but That's what this movie's like. It's so boring. And what I just don't get is how something like this is made. It's like, oh yeah, nice scenery, it's California. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. It's just not a film. It's just terrible.